Have you ever wondered how science and technology started in the Philippines? Well, I will encourage you, do not skip this video for I am going to tell you science technology in pre-Spanish period. Philippines have few written information with regards to the society, culture, and technology on the past before the Spanish has arrived. 50 years ago, the archaeological findings indicate that the Homo sapiens from the Asia is the first to come over the land across narrow channel to live in Palawan and Batangas. They are first ancestors. Natives wore ornament made of gold and precious stones. Both genders wore armlet, legslet, bracelets, gold rings and earrings. Putting tattoos in their body was practiced especially in males because it signifies bravery in war. Science and technology in pre-Spanish period. The Manananggal jar is a secondary burial jar excavated from a Neolithic burial site in the Manananggal cave of the Tabuan Caves at Lipuon Point in Palawan, Philippines. It dates from 890 to 710 BC, and the two prominent figures at the top handle of its cover represents that journey of the soul to the afterlife. Herbs and herbal medicines, medicinal and therapeutic properties of plants and the methods of extracting medicine from herb. At that time, they believed in Anitos Tiwatas and Babaylan since there was no Christianity. During 300 BC, they learned to produce adze ornament of seashells and pottery that prospered for 2,000 years until competitions arrived with the Chinese porcelains. Alphabet, number system, a weighting and measuring system, and a calendar. Engineering. Filipinos have also engaged themselves into weaving, shipbuilding, mining, and farming that leads them into creating one of the famous products of engineering, which is the Banawe rice terraces.
Spanish colonial period. The colonization of the Philippines contributed to growth of science and technology in the archipelago. They introduced the formal education and founded scientific institutions. Parish schools were established where they taught religion, reading, writing, arithmetic, and music. Later on, they have established colleges and universities around the country, including the oldest university in Asia, the University of Santo Tomas. Also, they established San Juan de Letran and Colegio de Immaculada Conception. The study of medicine in the Philippines was given priority. The study of life was highlighted during this period by this knowledge and application. The Spanish government developed exclusive health and educational systems. Spaniards made contribution in the field of engineering. Government buildings, churches, roads, bridges, and forts were constructed. Like Malagon Long Bridge in Tibayas, Quezon, Fuente de San Pedro in Cebu, Puay Church in Ilocos Norte. Galleon trade made a big impact in the economic growth of the Philippines. Spaniards gave priority to the galleon trade due to its potential to make huge profits. That is why agriculture and industrial development were not given focus and were neglected during this time. But when Suez Canal was built, visiting other countries for Europeans and Filipinos was made possible. The canal enabled the Philippines to have direct commercial relations with Spain instead of through Mexico via the galleon trade, and with the shorter time to Spain enabled more Filipino to study in Europe.
American period or the post-Commonwealth era. Science and technology has been introduced during the American period and post-Commonwealth era. July 1, 1901, the Philippine Commission established the Bureau of Government Laboratories. The Bureau replaced the Laboratories Municipal, which was established under the Spanish colonial era, dealt with the study of tropical disease and laboratory projects. Science during the American period was inclined towards the agriculture, the food processing, medicine, and pharmacy.
Post-colonial period. After achieving independence from the colonizers, the Philippines under different administration continued to pursue programs in science and technology. The American influence brought about good aspects to the Philippines. Many roads and bridges were constructed. New technology were introduced to the country. Its leadership had its own science and technology agenda. However, it is important to note that some Philippines presidents established more development in the field than others. One of the presidents who ushered in advancement in science and technology was former President Ferdinand Marcos. Under his term, many agencies in science and technology were established and strengthened.
Marcos era and the martial law. During the Marcos era and the martial law, it was only during the Marcos presidency when science was given importance. In 1968, technology was recognized as the top reason in economic development, and Marcos gave extra funds to support projects in applied science and science education. During his first term, he had made progress in agriculture, industry, and education. President Marcos also wanted the Philippines to become an energy self-reliance. That's why his regime completed 20 power plants. The Lung Center of the Philippines was established through Presidential Decree No. 1822 on January 16, 1981. Angat Hydroelectric Plant in 1967. And also Bataan Nuclear Power Plant in 1983.
The Fifth Republic. In this period, lots of organization related to science and technology has been created in order to implement the science and technology in 1986. Corazon Aquino replaced Marcos in the presidential seat. She also replaced the National Science and Technology Authority to Department Science and Technology or DOST. Corazon Aquino said that science and technology development should be on top 3 priorities of the government to implement the development plan they have made. It was during the Fifth Republic where government provided 3,500 scholarships for students who are interested in taking up courses related to science and technology. Schools became modernized and updated by having additional high-tech equipment. It was also during this time when science and technology personnel were given priority by the government by approving the Republic Act No. 8439 in 1997, which is entitled Magna Carta for Science and Technology Personnel. While during President Joseph Estrada's term, the Internet age was pushed for advancement of schools and industry. Then it was under the term of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo when science and technology reached its golden age. Numerous laws and projects related to science were made to push technology forward to increase the economic level of the country, like RA 9367 or the Biofuels Act that promotes the development and usage of biofuels throughout the country.